Oh, pray. We live, King? Oh, praises. Let me do this real quick. Okay. I need to get, okay, yeah, I can get something else too. Okay.
Salaki Kaya, can I say a few things before you get started?
Go ahead, King.
Yeah, family, let's get ourselves and let's put our minds toward the Most High. Let's try to pay attention to this lesson. Put your souls in subjection with the Most High, please. And thank you. Khan, all praise.
Okay. Hey, Ezra, can I send a reel to your message, and you take it to yeah. But I took the link off the book and put it on my messages. I want to send it to you, and so can you send it to group me? I can try it again. Hold on. Let me try it one more time. You know what? Hold on. Let's do it like this. Shabbat Shalom, family. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. Salakia for these difficulties. I'm trying to send something, man. This messed up. Today's lesson is all the lessons we do are important. All of them. I can't do this. All of them are important, but I think this one, if we can grasp what the Most High is saying through his people, I think we can fix a lot of our life. What we're about to go into is, I'm going to say 99.9% of why we cannot overcome whatever you're trying to overcome, and I hope it's righteous. I'm going to show you that. I've been instructed by my elders and brothers to try to conduce and deduce a lot of the information that I might have. I need to suffer my family, suffer my brothers and sisters, to give them just enough where they can eat and be filled and have a complete understanding. You can't put too much food on somebody's table. You got turkey, you got chicken, you got 3 proteins, you got vegetables, you got all this, and you got one person, you say, eat it. It's going to come to a point where they eating. One, they ain't going to be able to get finished. Second, they're too full to complete the mission. Thereby we fail. So just a little bit is going to be emphasized strongly. A point will be emphasized strongly that we may really understand what the scriptures is saying. Right? Okay, let's get it. Let me send this. The Most High dealt with me on this. I had to eat this. I had to eat it. It was sweet, but it was bitter in my belly. But I got the understanding. And now that I know that, every day, we're getting better and better. Now I'm able to orchestrate my life thus. Beautiful thing. And I pray the family get it. You need this. Okay? Now, God damn, I still can't do it. Okay. Hey, as soon as you get that V, I just sent to you in the that reel I just sent you into the group me. Yeah, it's in the Maccabees group me. Maccabee Media. If you got that, that's all I'm gonna use. I was gonna bring the other brother. I'm not gonna bring him today, but I'll put it in the chat so everybody can check it out later. I'm going to send it again. I'm going to send it to the Pillars chat. I pray you can grab it from the Pillars chat and play it. That's one of the first reels I want to play. Bless you, King. Bless you. Bless you. Okay. Again. Before we go to war, we need the pep talk from the commander-in-chief. So when we go out and we face the enemy, we know what to do, we know what to look for. The lesson today is entitled Modern Warfare. Modern warfare. Modern warfare. I love Call of Duty. Matter of fact, tomorrow, I'm going to be in there tomorrow. So I go take care of my business. I'm going to do my pastime now. I'm going to get my dinner ready for my family, with some stuff cooking and sitting on the stove, and I'll be in the cave like this. Yeah! Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. But check this out. Who are the good ones? Who are the good ones on Modern Warfare? Who are the ones that's killing stuff? Kills, 50 kills, I don't know what they call it no more. 50 kills, are they so good they streaming live? I'm so good, y'all watch me get these folks. I'm playing with them. Sweat who? Sweats. You shoot somebody down so cold, they laying down and they scooping, and you just look at them laughing through the microphone. I'm going to get you. And then right when they finna get up and hit themselves with that get up, you pow in them. Which forcing them to do better. Why is that? He understands the game. He understands modern warfare. He understands what you can do and what you can't do. He understands when to slide, when not to slide. He understands the double jump. He understands what gun to pull. He understands that you got two guns, that when that gun run the bullets, I'm not finna reload, I'm gonna do what? Huh? Switch gun. That saves me time. That's understanding how to fight. And when we're going in, give me patience. I'm going to show you that. I had to eat this. And it's beautiful. And this is how I'm living my life from now on. Play that. We'll have to play it twice so we can get understanding. Modern warfare. Go ahead.
Your lungs. You only breathe when the oxygen's in the blood. You breathe through your blood, not through your lungs. That's part of our miseducation. Because we actually think we hear with our ears. You hear with your brain. The sound is picked up and put in the blood, and the blood takes it to the brain, and the brain hears. You hear with your brain, you see with your brain, you touch with your brain, you taste with your brain. So that's part of our miseducation I was telling you about. The organ that takes the most oxygen is your brain. So when you're starving for oxygen, your brain's starving for oxygen. When the brain says, I'm starving, I need more nutrients, so it's I better step up the estrogen, because estrogen holds moisture and nutrients. So it's going to throw your hormone level on.
Stop. Now, we played that one time. I want to see who caught it on the first time. Some people play Modern Warfare, they can't get it, how to move. Some people, man, I already know the mechanics. I got it. Who can get the mic and break that down before we play it for the second time? Who can get the mic and tell me what he just said? Get the ear of the mic. Because in order to survive in this war, you got to be a good listener. Go ahead, King.
He was talking about how they'll deprive you of air, and you'll desire air, but instead of air, they'll give you estrogen, and that'll feminize you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got out of it.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else? The elder mic. Cause I didn't hear that. King heard, elder heard that. The elder mic. Let me hear this. We go. Yeah.
What I got from it was everything, all of your sensories go through your blood, and it gets to your brain that way. So when you start talking about the smell, the hearing, the tasting, everything runs through your blood, then it goes to your brain.
It runs through your blood and then to your brain.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Come on. One more. We got to get this. Yeah, one more. We got to get this. Go ahead.
What I'm understanding from what he says, like what Cornelius says, everything, like you touch, you smell, you see, everything happens through the blood.
Uh-huh.
And that goes up into your brain.
Uh-huh.
And then your brain send those signals to the right organs
Right.
as to what to do,
Right.
when to do and what not to do. It is also important to note that the brain is the organ of your body that needs the most oxygen. And that we are being deprived of oxygen based on the food that was that is being given to us, seedless fruits, food and all those stuff, that is causing a deficiency
Right.
in our system. So therefore we cannot operate
Correctly.
correctly.
All praise. Play it again. On this new year. Go ahead.
Don't breathe through your lungs. You only breathe when the oxygen's in the blood. You breathe through your blood, not through your lungs. So that's part of our miseducation. Because we actually think we hear with our ears. You hear with your brain. The sound is picked up and put in the blood, and the blood takes it to the brain, and then the brain hears. You hear with your brain, you see with your brain, you touch with your brain, you taste with your brain. So that's part of our miseducation I was telling you about. The organ that takes the most oxygen is your brain. So when you're starved of oxygen, your brain is starved of oxygen. When the brain says, I'm starving, I need more nutrients, so I better step up that estrogen, because estrogen holds moisture and nutrients. So it's going to throw your hormone level off.
Stop. Type in, what is psychological warfare? What he's speaking about is exactly what three elders brought out. You don't hear with your ears. You don't see with your eyes. You hear and you see with your brain. Right. It processes the vibrations, and then what happens here, it sends it to your eyes. Right. It sends it to your ears. It first started right here. If I can get this, I control this, this, and this. And this. Right. It's the mind. When we're dealing with spiritual warfare, psychological warfare, if you want to be excellent at modern warfare, you need to get control of your brain, your thinking, your mind. If you don't get the mind, you lose. Read the
Psychological warfare, cyborg, is the planned use of propaganda, fear, deception.
Read again.
Psychological warfare, cyborg, is the planned use of propaganda.
Read again.
It's the planned use of propaganda.
It's what?
It's the planned use.
It's planned. Give me Psalm 83. You gotta eat this. I feel better. I was on my machine, all that loud. Had earphones in, I was just feeding me. I'm just listening. Father, show me. Read it.
Psalm chapter 83 and verse 1.
Come on.
Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O God.
Read it.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Read.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate. The enemies of God are confederate. The plan that they have, they are confederate. Read.
The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites of Moab.
Read.
And the Hagarenes.
Read.
Gabal.
Read.
And Ammon.
Read.
And Amalek.
Read.
The Philistines.
Read.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Read.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Read.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Stop. No, continue.
Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Read.
As to Sisera. As to Jabin.
Read.
At the brook of Kison.
Continue.
Which perished at Endor.
You see that? Read.
They became as dung for the earth.
Read.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
You see that? Read.
And like Zeb. Yea, all their princes as Zebah.
Read on.
And as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession.
Go back to Google. It's a plan. This is why we got dumb music circulating our airwaves. They want your mind. You heard of it. It was a statement a long time ago when we were growing up. It was stated that a mind is it's the mind, family. We got to get this mind. Once we get this, we break the bubble. We break the bubble.
So head, mind.
We break the power that the enemy has over us. Listen. Read.
Psychological warfare, cyber, is a planned use of propaganda. Fear.
What?
Fear.
What?
Fear.
What?
Fear.
What?
Fear.
Stop. Who in here got fear? Raise your hand up. Raise your hand if you got fear. Raise your hand if you got some fears. Everybody's hand should be up. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you got fear. 2 Timothy 1:7. Put your hand down. We're going to teach this today. I had to listen, bro. 2 Timothy 1:7.
2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7. For God had not given us the spirit of fear,
Read.
but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
Oh, and of a sound mind. God has given us the spirit of fear. Who gave you that spirit? Why are you afraid? Who planted that in me? God didn't give me that spirit. If I'm afraid, he didn't give me that. The devil! Give me Genesis. Give me Genesis. If you're afraid, who put that in you? This is psychological warfare. It happens every day in our prisons. It happens every day on our street. A lot of us are using psychological warfare and don't even know we using it. A lot of you women are using psychological warfare. A lot of you men are using psychological warfare. You're using a war tactic and don't even know it. Genesis 3. Genesis 3. Give me Adam. When he was afraid, he walked to the garden. I think it was Genesis 3 and 5 or something like that. Oh, hit that 5 and see what that.
Verse 8.
Verse 8, read verse 8.
Verse 8, Genesis chapter 3 and verse 8.
Read.
And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day.
Uh-huh.
And Adam and his wife hid themselves
Yeah, they did.
from the presence of the Lord God
Uh-huh.
amongst the trees of the garden. And the Lord God called unto Adam
Uh-huh.
and said to him,
Uh-huh.
Where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden,
Uh-huh.
and I was afraid because I was naked.
What?
Because I was naked,
Uh-huh.
and I hid myself.
Stop. Go back. No. Read verse 11.
Verse 11, and he said, Who told thee that thou was naked?
Who told you it was naked? Read.
Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee
Read.
that thou shouldest not eat? And the man said, The woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat.
Stop. Psychological warfare. Psychological. He's trying to psych out the Most High. It ain't me. That ain't me. It's her. Right? Go back to definition. My brother might want to deal with that a little bit later. Go back to definition. Read.
Psychological warfare, cyber, is a planned use of propaganda.
Propaganda. Anybody know what propaganda is? When you see that word again, you'll know what it means. What does propaganda mean?
Propaganda is basically media or ideas. Ideas pushed through media.
Ideas pushed through media. Correct. I like that. Right. Mediums to frame a narrative. So if I want you to spend all your money, my job is to put propaganda on, send propaganda to your phone. Everything you advertise, everything you seeing is compelling you to spend your money. Continue.
Fear, deception, and other mental tactics.
Read.
To influence.
To what?
To influence.
Read.
Demoralize.
Read.
Or intimidate enemies.
Stop. I like that word, intimidation. To intimidate enemies. This is what we read in Psalms 83. The nations which are confederate, they have a plan to intimidate their enemies, and intimidation is going to lead to destruction. They want to destroy us in our minds. Go ahead.
Civilians or opposing groups.
Read.
It aims to break the enemy's will to fight.
Read it again.
It aims to break the enemy's will to fight.
Have anybody ever felt like, I can't fight no more? I'm tired. I just want to give up. I don't want to fight no more, man. I'm tired. I just want to get this gun just in it. I'm up.
Man.
Read it again, just a small part.
It aims to break the enemy's will.
This is what psychological or modern warfare is meant to do. It's meant to break your will to fight. Continue.
It aims to break the enemy's will to fight.
Read.
And sway opinions.
So what?
And sway opinions.
And sway opinion. The Bible speaks about a man, his faith, when it's wavery, it's like the wave of the sea. He don't know what the hell to do. He don't know how to think. He's moving back and forth. He's swayed. This is done by psychological warfare, whoever is coming from modern warfare. Continue.
Without relying solely on physical force.
Who got it? Who get it? I'm going to use your mind. I'm going to use psychological warfare against you so I won't have to put my hands on you and whoop your ass. Huh? 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 Young man goes to prison. Young man go to prison. Old man go to prison. Big man, small man, fat man, he goes to prison. Woman, she go to prison. The one who's been in prison uses a tactic called psychological warfare to get what they want from that individual. We work on the mind, right? The mind. Okay? Now, 2 Timothy 2 and 4. No. Go back. Let's read a little bit more of that. And then we'll go to 2 Timothy. Go back to that real quick, just so we can get it. I'm going to stay right here. I'm not going to go so many ways. Read some more of that.
It aims to break the enemy's will to fight.
That's why it aims to break the will. You know how that woman can make weak knees? She done took your fight. She done took your fight. You don't want to fight no more. Well, if you can't beat them, took your fight. Continue.
And sway opinions without relying solely on physical force.
What read?
Utilizing tools ranging from historic leaflet drops to modern social media, manipulation, and disinformation.
And disinformation. You know what nations did to get a nation to surrender and to show them that we're about to destroy you? They were sending planes over that nation, and they'll drop leaflets or pieces of paper or tracts, and on these leaflet pieces of paper, it's going to say something like, leave this place in an hour. In an hour, you ain't gone, we can drop bombs on this location. Get out now. That's a form of psychological warfare. You done read something, now it has swayed your thinking. It has swayed how you was thinking. What has been placed in your presence has swayed how you originally thought. Police know how to do this. No, not police, detectives. In order to be a detective, you have to master psychology in dealing with the brain. Right? Continue.
Key aspects of psychological warfare.
Right.
Purpose: to demoralize opponents, influence emotions.
What?
Influence emotions.
What?
Influence emotions.
What?
Influence emotions.
So psychological warfare is meant to influence your emotions. Read.
And attitudes.
Attitudes.
Enforce behavioral changes.
Force behavioral changes. Read.
Like surrender.
Like surrender.
To achieve strategic goals.
Continue.
Techniques involve misinformation, propaganda, spreading rumors, cyber warfare, and radio social media campaigns.
Radio and media campaign. Continue. No, stop right there. We are the Israelites. We're God's chosen people. And the nations of the world are confederate against us. And the tool they are using to keep our so-called black men and black women down in the muck is modern warfare, which I'm bringing out psychological warfare. Let me give you some examples of psychological warfare on both sides of the spectrum, so when you see it, you will be able to understand what's going on. Give me 2 Kings. I'm sorry. I said we're going to go to 2 Kings, 2 Timothy 2 and 4. 2 Timothy 2 and 4, we're going to move forward. Follow me, y'all. Please follow me. Won't be long. Happy New Year again. Read verse 4.
2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 4.
Read.
No man that warreth entangles himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who he hath chosen to be a soldier.
Read that again from the NLT. Read that.
2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 4 NLT. Soldiers don't get tied up in the affairs of civilian life, for then they cannot please the officer who enlisted them.
You see that? Read.
And athletes cannot win the prize unless they follow the rules.
Unless they follow the rules. So, verse 4, soldiers do not get tied up in affairs of civilian life, for then they cannot please the officer who enlisted them. Is it saying we should not worry about worldly affairs? No, it's not saying that. What it's saying is you need to be careful of distractions. If you in the field with an AK-47, bulletproof vest, bulletproof helmet, you got these war things on, you're ready to go fight. You're fighting for America. You're pulling up in a big Humvee, war face on, paint on your eyes. You're ready to go to war. You get out there. They busting. Bow, 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 bow. You got snipers. You ain't nowhere yet, but you seeing and you hearing the bullets passing your head, right? All of a sudden, you say, I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. And before you know it, bow. Distraction. When you're in battle, your job is to fight. That's it. That's it. If you allow your mind to lose focus off the primary goal, it's a chance you might lose your life. Read it again. Come on.
2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 4 NLT. Soldiers don't get tied up in the affairs of civilian life.
Read.
For then they cannot please the officer who enlisted them.
Give me 2 Kings chapter 18. Let's look at some of these tactics so we can learn. We can learn how to fight in this world. We got to teach the Israelites how to survive. It's a lot of people, man, out here, man, that's leaving this place, bro. Somebody just sent me, I think it was Tim, the same place where we prophesy at on Bill Street. A brother lost his life on the same block yesterday. Got shot dead. Right. We can't take life for granted, family. And the thing that's going on in this life is taking our focus. Well, we're not focused on what we need to be focused on, and that's eternity, that's keeping the commandments. Right? 18, start at verse 33. No, 27.
2 Kings chapter 18 and verse 27.
Uh-huh.
Well, Rabshakeh said unto them, Hath my master sent me to thy master and to thee to speak these words? Hath he not sent me to the men which sit on the wall, that they may eat their own dung and drink their own piss with you?
Now, who understands that? We really don't understand that because that's like old English talk. Let's get it so that people can understand. Give me the NLT. Read the same verse. This is a captain, one of the captains of the Assyrian army. Before he goes to attack Jerusalem, the king sends this captain to deliver a message to the Israelites. He's using a form of psychological warfare, which is a tactic used in modern warfare. It was modern then. Let's see what tactic he uses. I'm saying, what the Bible's saying, fear is the tactic that's used against you. Whatever your fear is, that's what is going to be used against you. Read that.
2 Kings chapter 18 and verse 27 NLT. But Sennacherib's chief and staff replied, Do you think my master sent this message only to you and your master? He wants all the people to hear it. For when we put this city under siege, they will suffer along with you. They will be so hungry and thirsty that they will eat their own dung and drink their own urine.
Right. Scroll back down real quick. Let me look at that. He says, but Sennacherib's chief of staff replied, Do you think my master, the king of Assyria, sent this message to you only, to your master Israel? He says he wants all the people to hear this. For when we put this city under siege, they will suffer along with you. They will be so hungry and thirsty that they will eat their own dung and drink their own urine. This is a psychological tactic to put fear in the minds of the Israelites. You see that? Continue.
Verse 28. Then the chief of the staff stood and shouted in Hebrew to the people on the wall. Listen to this message from the great king of Assyria. This is what the king says. Do not let Hezekiah deceive you.
Don't let Hezekiah deceive. He's talking to the Israelites about their king. Don't let Hezekiah deceive you. Read.
He will never be able to rescue you from my power.
Read.
Don't let him fool you into trusting in the Lord.
This is a tactic. It happens every day. When you get a bill, it's spiritual. When you get a bill, that bill is almost telling you, you can hear it, don't trust in the Most High God. How he going to get you out of this? How is God going to get you out of this one? He's telling you that. Whatever problem is going on, your car might break down. How he going to fix this for you? You might have an argument. How he going to get you out of this? This is what's going on. How is King Hezekiah going to get you out of this? He's trying to get you to a point, excuse me. He's trying to get you to a point where he loses trust in God. This is psychological warfare, and a lot of us fall by that. Continue.
Do not let him fool you into trusting in the Lord.
Don't let him fool you by trusting in the Most High.
By saying, the Lord will surely rescue us. This city will never fall into the hands of the Assyrian king.
Continue.
Don't listen to Hezekiah.
Don't listen to Hezekiah.
These are the terms the king of Assyria is offering. Make peace with me. Open the gates and come out.
Read.
Then each of you can continue eating from your own grapevine.
Psychological warfare is used, we learned, to fight without fighting. You got a big, strong muscles after here. 7 foot tall. You step up, you a little old David, you're going to deal with David. Before y'all even fight, you already scared. Psychological warfare. You don't know if you can beat them or not. But just by what you what? And which comes through the you afraid. Plus, here's the bad part. What does 2 Timothy 1:7 say? God has not given us what? So where did fear come from? It comes from intimidation. It came from that fear that was inside of you. Which Israelites, we got to get rid of fear. That's my whole basis today. We have to get rid of fear. When you say I'm afraid, that's not of your God. Israelites are never afraid. Never. Of anything. You can see that displayed in our forefathers. One was throwing his guts to everybody. I'm not afraid. The hosts of heaven are not afraid because he's our God. Continue.
Then each of you can continue eating from your own grapevine.
Then if y'all submit to us, then you can continue to eat. Read.
And fig tree, and drinking from your own well.
Come on.
Then I will arrange to take you to another land.
Read.
Like this one.
Then I'm going to take you from your land, Israel, to the Assyrian land. Continue.
A land of grain and new wine.
A land of grain and new wine.
Bread and vineyards.
Who?
Bread and vineyards.
Read.
Olive groves and honey. Choose life instead of death.
What? This the enemy trying to intimidate our ancestors. Didn't God, who else told us that? To choose life over death. Who told us that? Did Moses tell us that? Moses said, choose life that you may live. Don't choose death. Here is this heathen king gonna come and tell us, you need to serve us, or we're gonna kill everybody. It ain't gonna be enough food for your babies to eat. You're going to be so hungry, so thirsty. You're going to be so thirsty. If you don't surrender to us, y'all going to drink your own piss. You're going to drink your own urine if you don't submit to the king of Assyria. This is a psychological tactic. It happens every day. Continue.
Don't listen to Hezekiah when he tries to mislead you by saying, the Lord will rescue us. Have the gods of any other nations ever saved their people from the king of Assyria?
Read.
What happened to the gods of Hamath and Arphad?
Read.
And what about the gods of Sepharvaim, Hena, and Iva? Did any god rescue Samaria from my power?
Come on.
What god of any nation has ever been able to save his people from my power?
Come on.
So what makes you think that the Lord can rescue Jerusalem from me?
Stop. Read again.
So what makes you think?
Read again.
So what makes you think?
Read it one more time.
So what makes you think?
So what makes you think? This is what makes me think. What makes you think that the Lord can rescue Jerusalem from me? This is why I think. This is why I don't fear. This is why Israelites don't fear. This is why we are the fiercest warriors on this planet. Every Marvel hero, every hero you read, even the sisters that you read about in these so-called Marvel comics, is displaying our people. Who do you think Samson was? They taken the glory of Samson and they made him white and they called him Hercules. They know who you are. What makes you think this? This is why psychological warfare is not going to work on the Israelites. But the reason why it's working, give me Isaiah 66. This is why it's working. This is why it's working. Read it.
Which verse?
Verse 4.
Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 4.
Read it.
I also will choose their delusions.
Who?
I also will choose their delusions. And will bring their fears upon them.
Read verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is a house that ye build unto me? Where is a place of my rest? For all those things hath mine hand made, and all those things have been.
Everything I made is for me. Where is my place of rest? Where is the Most High rest? In us. We are the temple of the Most High God. Continue.
Saith the Lord, but to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word.
Bring it in.
And trembleth at my word.
That's who we gonna choose. You got to tremble at the Most High word, not what this white devil says. The white devil, he says this. Whatever he's saying, the Most High God, he says this. If I go with the Most High God, this is what he's looking for. The Most High is looking for the poor man and woman that has a contrite spirit and they tremble at his word. A lot of us, we tremble at the wrong things. Bills, we tremble. We tremble. Not having enough to eat, we tremble. We're afraid. What is the fear? What is your fear? Whatever your fear is, you need to get rid of it. That's not something the Most High God give you. He's looking for somebody who's going to tremble at his word, who's going to think this way. Continue.
He that killed an ox is as if he slew a man.
Continue.
He that sacrificed a lamb as if he cut off a dog's neck.
Read.
He that offered an oblation as if he offered swine's blood.
Continue.
He that burneth incense as if he blessed an idol.
Continue.
Yea, they have chosen their own way.
Read again.
Yea, they have chosen their own way.
And when you choose your own way and not the way of the Most High, continue.
And their soul delighteth in their abomination.
And their soul delighteth in what they want to do. Their soul delighteth in their abominations. So when you don't choose the Most High, you don't break your spirit. You don't ask the Most High to come into your life and make you that Israelite who you need to be. When you don't do that and you lean to your own understanding and you do what the hell you want to do, read verse 4.
I also will choose their illusion.
That's what happens. When you refuse to walk this way, to think this way, to have confidence in this way, then you shall walk upon the mountains. You shall run and not faint. Then that happens. Then he will fight for you. But when you allow the stuff we see in this earth really ain't nothing, it's going to burn, and you allow that to move you, he says, I will choose your delusions And read.
And will bring their fears.
Read again.
And will bring their fears.
And I will bring their fears. Read.
Upon them.
Read.
Because when I called, none did answer.
Read.
When I spake, they did not hear.
Read.
But they did evil before mine eyes. And chose that in which I delighted not.
And chose in that which I delighted not. When we don't obey the Most High God, he put fear on us. He chooses your delusion. He know you. He know what you're afraid of. And when you don't obey him, he uses that against you. Psychologically, right here. Right? That's what he does. But if we trust the Most High, he'll psychologically damage the enemy. Let's read it. Give me Exodus. Watch this. Come on. Exodus 23 and 27. We got to get rid of fear. Everybody. You young brothers, you older brothers, you sisters, you got to get rid of that which you are afraid of. That's my portion today. You can't be afraid no more. You're putting the middle finger up at your God when you are afraid. Cannot be afraid no more. No more. Read 27. Watch this.
Exodus chapter 23.
Read 26.
And verse 26.
Read.
There shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days will I will fulfill. I will send my fear.
What?
I will send my fear.
I will send my fear
before thee.
Before you.
And will destroy all the people.
And I will destroy all the people.
To whom thou shalt come.
That to whom you shall come. Come on.
And I will make all thine enemies turn their backs unto thee.
How is he going to do that? It has to be something that the Most High God puts in the mind of the enemy. He said, I will send my fear before you. Do you know what that looked like? You know what it look like? Let me show you. Somebody say, show me, Kyle. Let me show you how, when the Most High sends his fear before us, how they look. So when it happens to you, you'll know how to recognize it. Give me Joshua. Give me Joshua. Chapter 2. What does it look like when God sends his fear before you? He psychologically conditions the enemy for you. You see that? Joshua 2, read verse 1.
Joshua chapter 2 and verse 1.
Read.
And Joshua the son of Nun sent out of Shittim 2 men to spy secretly, saying, Go, view the land, even Jericho. And they went and came into an harlot's house named Rahab, and lodged there. And it was told the king of Jericho, saying, Behold, there came men in hither tonight of the children of Israel to search out the country. And the king of Jericho sent unto Rahab, saying, Bring forth the men that are come to thee, which are entered into thine house.
Read.
For they be come to search out all the country. And the woman took the 2 men and hid them, and said, There came men unto me, but I wist not whence they were.
Why did Rahab hide the spies? It had a lot to do with fear. Continue.
And it came to pass about the time of the shutting of the gate, when it was dark, that the men went out. Whither the men went, I wot not. Pursue after them quickly, for ye shall...
Now she lying. She saying it came to pass about the time of shutting of the gate, when it was dark, that the men went out. Whether the men went, I wot not. I don't even know where they went to. She lying like a cheap watch. But fear got her doing this. The psychological mentality that the Most High put on the enemies, she said, you know what? I'm going to hide thee. It's going to say it. Continue.
Pursue after them quickly, for ye shall overtake them.
Read.
But she had brought them up to the roof of the house, and hid them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order upon the roof.
Read.
And the men pursued after them the way to Jordan, unto the fords. And as soon as they which pursued after them were going out, they shut the gate.
So the men went out looking for them. And when they went out, they shut the gate. They looking for the 2 spies that Moses sent. Continue.
And before they were laid down, she came up unto them upon the roof. And she said unto the men, I know that the Lord hath given you the land.
Stop! That's the first part of psychological warfare. The Most High said, I'm going to put it on them. Before you even get there, they're going to hear about y'all. They're going to be scared. He uses that you fear against you. He said, I will choose their fears. I will choose their delusions. The Most High has not given us the spirit of fear, but a peace of love and a sound mind. So she said, I know that the Lord has given you the land. Read.
And that your terror,
your what?
And that your terror is falling upon us.
That's happening now. That's on us. The terror, a lot of us are terrified by the enemy. You want to prove it? Some of us can walk down the street, especially in New York, with the, what you call it, the stop and frisk. The stop and frisk. Walking down the street with your party got some soda, some chips, and then you are afraid that they might stop you and want to search you. You know you got a gun on you. You ain't shot nobody, but you know if they stop and frisk and they find his gun, you going to jail. That's a fear that is on us. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28, verse 66. Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 66.
Come on.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. And thou shalt fear day and night.
Thou shalt fear day and night.
And shall have none assurance of thy life.
And have none assurance of thy life. This is when we disobey. This is one of the curses that will come upon us. And one of the curses is fear. Fear is a curse. So if you are afraid of anything that's not of God, that's a tool used to psychologically destroy you mentally. It's the art of fighting without fighting. I ain't going to touch you. I can just intimidate you and make you fear you will never come against me. It's in the mind. That's what we teach the brothers and sisters. You got to change your mind. The Bible said, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. We get to change that. You should have no assurance of thy life. Read verse 67.
Verse 67.
Read.
In the morning thou shalt say, would God it were even. And at even thou shalt say, would God it were morning. For the fear of thine heart wherewith thou shalt fear. And for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Stop right there. And go ahead and read that. And the Lord will bring thee what?
Into Egypt. Again with ships.
With ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Thou shalt see it no more again. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. For bondmen. And bondwomen.
And bondwomen.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man shall buy you. This is what the Most High has put up on us. Go back to Joshua. It's fear, y'all. If we knew, and this is our job as teachers, to show us how powerful we really are. We are more than basketball players and all this. We are more than that. We are the gods of the earth. But he said, you're going to die like men. Men fear, gods don't. You know why there's a lot of brothers in prison? I watch a lot of those videos, with the court cases and the people being in the room being talked to, interrogation. Right. They use the fear tactic. Look at the room and how it's shaped. It's a small room. They boxed in. They in a corner, and you got 2 detectives right in front of them with the door behind them. Right. Right. Now watch this. They give you the answer. You have the right to what? Anything you say can and will be used against you. Right. But we end up doing what? Talking. You could have got a lawyer and told the lawyer, and the lawyer could have spoke for you, but since you intimidated and you afraid and you scared, hey man, this is what I know. Go back to Joshua. Read verse, go on down a little bit more. Let's go ahead and get through with this. Read verse 8.
Joshua chapter 2 and verse 8. And before they were laid down, she came up unto them upon the roof.
Read.
And she said unto them, and to the men, I know that the Lord hath given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you.
All the inhabitants of the land faint because of who?
Because of you.
Right. They haven't even fought these folks, but they already afraid. Psychological warfare in this modern warfare is used, hopefully, so that we don't have to fight. Just scare the hell out of them. And we take their land, we take their possessions, everything, just by putting that fear. But the Most High God put that fear upon us in Deuteronomy 28, verse 66. That's why one can chase 1,000. Fear. Which at first, one will put 30,000 to flight. Samson. Read.
Verse 10. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you. When ye came out of Egypt, and what ye did unto the 2 kings of the Amorites.
You see that? We have heard. Read.
That were on the other side of Jordan. Sihon and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed. And as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt. Neither did there remain any more courage in any man.
Stop right there. What verse that is?
Verse 11.
Verse 11. Move from there. Give me 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel. Chapter 17. You right there? Okay. Now, question. Did David and King Saul have the same men in the army? I hope I phrased that correctly. Did David, right, at one point David, or Saul and David ruled over the nation of Israel. So some of the same men that was in the army with King Saul, when David got in power, those same men were under David's power, right? I see it for a reason. Read verse 1.
1 Samuel chapter 17 and verse 1.
Read verse 2.
Verse 2. And Saul and the men of Israel were gathered together and pitched by the valley of Elah and set the battle in array against the Philistines. And the Philistines stood on a mountain on the one side, and Israel stood on a mountain on the other side.
Read verse 4.
Verse 4. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines, named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. And he had a helmet of brass upon his head, and he was armed with a coat of mail, and the weight of the coat was 5,000 shekels of brass.
Read verse 8.
Verse 8. And he stood and cried unto the armies of Israel, and said unto them, Why are ye come out to set your battle in array? Am not I a Philistine? And ye servants to Saul? Choose you a man, and let him come down to me. If he be able to fight with me, and to kill me, then will we be your servants. But if I prevail against him, and kill him, then shall ye be our servants, and serve us. And the Philistines said, I defy the army of Israel this day. Give me a man that we may fight together. When Saul and all Israel heard those words of the Philistine, They were dismayed and greatly afraid.
It was what?
They were dismayed and greatly afraid.
They were greatly afraid. What was the psychological warfare that was used? Do anybody know? Go ahead.
They used Goliath because of his stature and how he looked. They were afraid of him.
They were afraid of what they saw, of his countenance. Just like when they sent the spies, spy the land, and they said we'd be like grasshoppers to them. And the Most High was displeased with that. And the Most High was so displeased, watch this, that he eliminated a whole generation because of fear. The Most High can't deal with nobody if they scared. You have to get rid of the fear. Read verse 41.
Boom.
Verse 41. And the Philistine came on and drew near unto David. And the man that bare the shield went before him. And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him, for he was but a youth, and ruddy, and of a fair countenance.
Read.
And the Philistine said unto David, Am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. And the Philistine said to David, Come to me, and I will give thy flesh to the fowls of the air, and to the beasts of the field.
This is more psychological warfare that's being used to intimidate David, to intimidate the nation of Israel. Why do you think David, this little shepherd boy, went up to fight? Because all the army of Israel was sorely and greatly afraid. Saul didn't install that into the people. When you get to David, David takes the army. He has mighty men. David got a mind so cold fighting. He fought so hard that they had to pry. They had to pry the sword out of his hand. This warrior had made the sword a part of his body to go in battle. They had to pry it out of his hand. David said, verse 45.
Verse 45. Then said David to the Philistines, Thou comest to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield. But I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts.
Read that again.
But I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts.
I come to thee in the name of the Most High. Read.
The God of the armies of Israel. Whom thou hast defied.
Read.
This day.
Say what?
This day.
Say what?
This day.
Say what?
This day.
Read.
Will the Lord deliver thee into mine hand. And I will smite thee and take thine head from thee. And I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air, and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel.
Period. This is how you got to face every problem. This is how you got to. You come to me. You come to me. He said, move down some. Verse 45. Verse 46.
Verse 46.
No, I'll read it. Give me 45. You come to me with a sword? You coming to me with a spear? You come to me with a... Do you know who I am? King Cole ain't got... You come to me with a sword, a spear, and a shield? I'm coming to you in the name of the Most High Yahweh, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defiled. Give me verse 46. 46?
Verse 46.
I'll read it. This day will the Lord deliver thee into my hand, and I'm going to smite you. Thank you, Father. This day will the Lord deliver you. Do you know how much confidence that takes? This day will the Lord deliver thee into mine hand, and I will smite thee and take thine head from thee. I will give the carcass of the host of the Philistines this day and unto the fowls of the air and the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel. You need to go to every situation like that. Here's how much time I got. I'm serious. Okay. Last one. All praises. Give me. Oh, this is a good one right here. You got Judges? Give me Judges. Oh. No, oh, praise. Give me Judges. I'm gonna let somebody find it for me. Give me Delilah worried the hell out of Judges 16. Get Judges 16 and 16. We gonna yield right here.
Sorry, verse 15?
Yeah. Yeah, go up a little bit. Samson was the strongest man at that time. We all know that he fell by a woman, but we haven't really examined how. Read. And we're going to yield right here. Come on.
Judges chapter 16 and verse 13.
Read.
And Delilah said unto Samson, hitherto thou hast mocked me and told me lies.
Give me that in the NLT. Let's bring it home. So, just a quick recap. The Assyrian king sent a commander to intimidate the Israelites. And he tried to intimidate them using modern warfare tactics. He tried to put fear in them by the words that he was about to bring out, so that they would surrender and give up and offer up what the king wanted. We found out that Goliath did the same tactic. He used a modern warfare tactic. He tried to intimidate the nation of Israel army. It worked because they were greatly afraid. They were so afraid that David had to be the one. You say, you know what? No. I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm going to defeat you. Right. We found out that Rahab and her people of Jericho had already heard about the fame of Israel. And it was so great that it put fear. It intimidated them. I hope it's helping somebody. Read.
Judges chapter 16 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
Then Delilah said, you've been making fun of me and telling me lies.
You've been making fun of me and telling me lies.
Now tell me how you can be tied up securely.
This is how Delilah felt. You've been playing with me. Anybody ever had your wife say, hey man, you quit playing with me so much. That's all you do. You play too much. Delilah said, you've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now read. Now tell me what?
How you can be tied up securely.
Read.
Samson replied, if you were to weave the 7 braids of my hair into the fabric of your loom,
come on,
and tighten it with the loom shuttle, I will become as weak as anyone else. So while he slept, Delilah wove the 7 braids of his hair into the fabric.
Go ahead.
Then she tightened it with the loom shuttle. Again she cried out, Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you.
Right.
But Samson woke up.
He woke up.
And pulled back the loom shuttle.
Read.
And yanked his hair away from the loom and the fabric.
Read.
Then Delilah pouted.
See what?
Then Delilah pouted.
Hey, what's a pout? Lips long in the roll quarters. Lips long up. She pouted. Read.
How can you tell me I love you when you don't share your secrets with me?
Continue.
You made fun of me 3 times now.
Now, Delilah wanted Samson to tell me all of it. He wanted the pillow talk. Tell me all your secrets. You don't love me. Tell me everything you've been thinking. Read.
And you still haven't told me what makes you so strong.
Come on.
She tormented him with her nagging day after day.
She tormented him. She tormented him with her what?
Her nagging.
Her what?
Her nagging.
Her what?
Her nagging.
Any women nag in the house? I ain't looking over there. I ain't even looking online. Is there any women that nag? To this day. To this day. She nagged him. It ain't enough. I want something more. Where we gonna go? How long we staying? The line too long. The line too short. My hair too curly.
Why you leave the bathroom light on?
Why you leave the bathroom light on? Let down the toilet seat. I don't feel like cooking.
Who put these dishes like that?
Who put these dishes like that? She nagged him. I want to yield with this one, brother. She nagged him.
Yeah, that wasn't my whole talk about my mama.
She nagged him. Where you been? Why you smell like that? Let me see your shoes. What color socks you got on? Where you going? Why? Why can't I go? When you coming back? What kind of cologne you got on? How it smell? Who that walk with you? Who you riding with? Nagging!
Hey Q,
Go ahead.
like
Go ahead.
it's a skit.
I'm just asking y'all. Go
It's
ahead.
a skit out there where a brother got off from work and he just parked in front of his house and he went to sleep in his car. And it was one that his wife came outside like, "What you doing in the car?" And fuss with him. He was like, "This is why I'm in."
Oh, praise it. Look.
He was going to the house.
Right. Look. I think I want to yield here on Praise the Most High because a lot of us brothers and sisters, we got to master what's in our house first before we can go out. Right? So we got to master. Right? We got to master. If 9 times out of 10, if you can master the psychology that your wife knowingly or unknowingly is doing to you, you probably can deal with what's going on outside your house. Because she's doing that as a psychological tool to break you down. That's why it creates weak knees, feeble knees. It puts fear inside you. So to get us to a point where we don't get the weak knees, we have to master this. Finish it up. Let's go ahead and go home. Finish it up.
She tormented him with her nagging.
She tormented him with her nagging.
Day after day.
Day after day.
Until he was sick to death of it.
Until he was sick to death. He was sick to death. If you don't conquer your wife, not saying she ain't gonna stop nagging. Yeah, she gonna nag, but you can't let the nagging get you to the point of sick to death. Oh, I just want to die. Oh, boy, you go back to church. Oh, Lord God, I bind the devil. No, I don't do all that. She tormented him with nagging the other day until he was sick to death of it. Read verse 17.
Finally, Samson shared his secrets with her.
Read.
My hair has never been cut, he confessed.
Uh-huh.
For I was dedicated to God as a Nazarite from birth.
Uh-huh.
If my hair was shaved, my strength would leave me, and I would become as weak as anyone else.
Uh-huh.
Delilah realized he had finally told her the truth.
And I want to stop right there. Delilah finally realized that he told the truth. How did she know? Huh? No. How did she know that he, out of all the time he was talking to her, this the key. I want the brother to figure this out. How did he know after all the time he was talking to her, she was talking to him, that she didn't believe him? Why did she believe him right here?
Because he told her that he was dedicated to God as a Nazarite from birth.
No. Now, on the mic, because we need this.
She vexed him so much that in order to shut her up and get her to stop, he told her all his heart. And she knew that it was the truth because she understood the psychological warfare that she put on him.
Absolutely.
And his mind was completely
fried.
Completely fried.
Absolutely. Your wife know the button to push you. She know how to get you to ease the nagging. Right? And I end right here, Acts, and we're going to read it, Acts 20, our favorite. He said, I'm going bound to Jerusalem. He said, but none of these things, what? Move me. Family, we got to get to the point where, and we're dealing with, and we are in war. We're in hell, we're at war. And if you want to survive, this is one of the tactics that we have to master so we can survive, we can do it to the end, and we can make it and get our kingdom back. Con? I yield. All praise to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High. Y'all give another round of applause for the Most High. I'm working with Kyle and then Miss. I try to warm everybody. Happy New Year. Today's class, psychological warfare and witchcraft. And today we're going to show you how this psychological warfare been going on since the beginning. And how they've been using witchcraft to keep the warfare going. Give me 1 Samuel 15 and 23. We've been at war since the beginning, y'all. Go ahead and read that.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15 and verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Hold on. It says, for rebellion is the sin of witchcraft. Go ahead.
And stubbornness. Is as iniquity and idolatry. Mm-hmm. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, and had also rejected thee from being king.
All right. Now, it said God is using the word rebellion the same way he using the word witchcraft. So it got to be something bad about this word rebellion, or why he using the two the same. Hey, pull up Proverbs 17 and 11. I'm trying to get some understanding about this word rebellion and why is it witchcraft. Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs chapter 17 verse 11. An evil man seeketh only rebellion.
It say an evil man and woman. Let's talk about woman too. Read that again.
And an evil man seeketh only rebellion. Therefore, a cruel messenger shall be sent against him.
See, one who caught up in the spirit, when you be caught up in that spirit, you surrender yourself to that spirit. Just say if you dealing with rebellion, you opening yourself up for that spirit. So I went to AI. I see this AI, type in Google. It'd be, I'm just trying something. But I typed in, who is the spirit of rebellion? You got that screenshot I sent you, King? Who is the spirit of rebellion? And this is what came up. In a spiritual and biblical context, the spirit of rebellion is a force or mindset characterized by persistent disobedience to God's authority, often linked to pride, witchcraft, and stubbornness. It is seen as a manifestation of the Adamic nature, seeking self-rule over divine authority, and is associated with the devil, the first rebel. So, if rebellion is witchcraft, right? And when you dealing with these spirits, you letting these spirits in. So when you rebelling against something, you rebelling against God, you letting the devil in. You operating as the devil. See, he was kicked out. Take it. He was in the garden. The devil. He rebelled against God. He went and worked a little witchcraft on Eve. Hey, eat this. So she rebelled against Adam. She ate. So now she done went and worked some witchcraft on Adam. Hey, eat this. Now Adam done rebelled against God. He done ate. God pull up. Man, what's up? Now he trying to work some witchcraft on God. Man, y'all see that? That's the devil. When you open up.
What the hell, boy?
Oh, yeah. When you open yourself up to that spirit, man, you let the devil in. Man, we rebellious against God, man. And I say we. And I'm talking to myself, too. I just can't stand here and just, say all this and not be talking to myself. Now, we sit in here and say we Israelites. And then we'll turn around and say, Esau the devil. But you'll turn around and be sinning like a mug. You the damn devil. You worried about the other nations, you need to be worried about yourself. Because you operating in the spirit of the devil. Now I got a scripture to prove that. We'll bring it out. Sirach 21 and 27.
The book of Sirach, chapter 21, verse 27. When the ungodly curseth Satan, he curseth his own soul.
Man. That's heavy right there. But just the spirit we operating in, y'all. Hey, get that John 13. Start at verse 1. Show you how, man, soon as we get to dealing with something, man, the devil gonna come right in. Mad, upset, angry. He really coming in. Go ahead and read that.
The book of St. John, chapter 13 and verse 1. Now before the feast of the Passover, when Jesus knew that his hour was come that he should depart out of this world unto the Father, having loved his own which were in the world, he loved them unto the end. Verse 2. And supper being ended, the devil having now put into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son.
Stop right there. You see that? It said, and supper being ended, the devil having now put into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simeon's son, to betray him. See, that's already. The devil jumped right into him. Hey, jump down to 21. And I'm reading this to prove how when you dealing with these spirits, man, you letting them in. Go ahead.
Verse 21. When Jesus had thus said, he was troubled in spirit and testified and said, verily, verily, I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me.
Read.
Verse 22. Then the disciples looked one on another, doubting of whom he spake.
They spooked. Go ahead.
Now there was leaning on Jesus' bosom, one of his disciples, whom Jesus loved. Simon Peter, therefore, beckoned to him that he should ask who it should be of him he spake. Verse 25. Then he lying on Jesus' breast said unto him, Lord, who is it?
Read.
Jesus said, he it is. Jesus answered, he it is, to whom I shall give sop, when I have dipped it. And when he dipped the sop, he gave it to Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon. Verse 27. And after the sop, Satan entered into him. Then Then said Jesus unto him, that thou doest, do quickly.
Stop right there. That's what I wanted. It said, and after the sop, Satan entered into him. Again, I'm just proving when we dealing with these spirits, man, you letting these demons and these devils in. If you ever went got a tarot card reading, a psychic, if you ever anything, witchcraft, Geminis and horoscopes, man, you done let that spirit in and you done took it to your house and you done brought it around your family.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. And the Bible said that. I ain't smart enough to think of that. So, when we rebelling against our God, men, when you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, when you ain't keeping the laws and doing what God told you to do, you're going to have hell in your house. You're going to have hell all around you, and you're going to be, man, what's wrong? What's going on? It's what you're doing. It's the rebellion. Man, you'll be sitting around blaming everybody for your problems. Now you an accuser. You operating like the devil. Man, I can't get no job, man. The devil! I can't get no job or I got a felony. White man won't hire me. My old lady cheating on me. You just like the devil. You just like him accusing. The woman, you rebelling against your husband, you rebelling against God. You arguing back and forth with him. You accusing him. I mean, you back and forth with somebody that's your head. This the person that you say your king. This the person that provide for you. Right? But you tear them down. And men do the same thing. They tear women down too. Now, let me put Revelation 12. Start at 9. See, like I say, man, we gon' whatever spirit we operating in, man, that's what we dealing with. And if you accusing, you operating in the spirit of the devil. Go ahead and read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Mm-hmm. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels was cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our God, in the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night.
The devil. Just remember, when you get to accusing people of stuff, you operating like the devil. Now, the back and forth. Like, man, we can't be back and forth with each other, man, over no stupid stuff. We can't. Man, it's too much at stake. We got family, friends. Just like me and Kyle, you know, we brothers, right? We come together, our families. If I go do something stupid with my family, my wife, now we all throw it off. We throwing them off too. That's our family. Because he going to want to know what's going on with his brother. He going to want to know what's going on with his sister. Man, we got to really think about the stuff that we do. Hey, give me 2 Peter 2 and start at 11. The railing got to stop. We just regular people. We just humans. Man, we just man. Read this.
The book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, and verse 11. Whereas angels, which are greater in power and might,
Greater in power and might.
bring not railing accusation against them before the Lord.
Now look, we talking about the angels. Man, we ain't compared to the angels. So why we out here railing and going back and forth with our people? Man, we rebelling against God. We rebelling against God. We acting like the damn devil. Matter of fact, go on, give me John 8 and start at 43. Now, this what it is. I know a lot of people say, hey, man, no. This what it is. Because when we rebelling, we in sin, we in witchcraft, we going against the Father. And we ride with the devil. Read that.
The book of John, St. John, chapter 8, verse 43. Why do ye not understand my speech?
Why do you not understand my speech? Because you rebelling. Go ahead.
Even because ye cannot hear my word.
You can't hear the words because you rebelling against the words of God. So what? Read.
Ye are of your father, the devil.
That's what you will. You rebelling against the word of God. You making up shit in your own mind that don't make no sense. It just sound good to you. But you operate like the devil. The devil! Hey man, listen. This the spirit, as Bond said what he said at the beginning of the class. We living in a time. I don't know if it's tomorrow, 2 days, 2 years. I don't know. But I know this. It's a time to get right. If you got any malice, you got any vengeance, you got something against somebody, man, it's the time to let that go. Because if you can't let that go, man, you might well take them friends, their head wrap off. You might well just go down to First Baptist or something.
Right.
Because, man, we got to have mercy, man. How we gonna just not show mercy, and when we get in front of the God, we're gonna be begging for mercy? Because ain't nobody guaranteed in here, probably these babies. Perfect. Boy, can't nobody really in here sit here and say that. Man, it's time to get right, man. If you got problems with your brother, fix it. Be the bigger man. I don't care if he was right or wrong. Man, get over it. Your sister, you got a problem with your sister. I don't care if she was right or wrong. Man, you got to get over it. You got to show some mercy. If you got a problem with your wife, man, y'all got to get over it. If you got a problem with your husband, you got to get over it. You're going to destroy your house. You're going to destroy your home. You're going to destroy your kids. You're going to destroy the people that's around you, that care about you, that's trying to pull you out of the bullshit.
Listen.
Hey, man, we done buried a lot of folks. Been in funeral after funeral. If you niggas don't see what's going on, boy, your ass in trouble. Man, I don't even know. Trouble. I don't even know what I'm in the midst of right now. It's just, I don't. All the death and all the stuff that's been going on around me, man, I'm still trying to figure it out. But I do know this. It's a way. Let me 1 Peter 3 and start at 5. Give you a little inspiration. Because, man, it's heavy right now. You got that, King?
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 3 and verse 5. For after this manner, in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in God, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord.
Calling him Lord. Now, I know a lot of women, some women to call that man Lord, but some of y'all be wanting to call y'all man a band. You can't do that. Go ahead.
Whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well,
As long as you do well.
and are not afraid
No.
with any amazement.
See, I'm not afraid. They go back to that fear Kyle was talking about. You can't be scared. Go ahead.
Likewise, ye husbands,
Ye husbands,
dwell with them according to knowledge,
deal with your wife according to the knowledge of the Bible, and you will not lose. Go ahead.
giving honor unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel,
That's right.
and as being heirs together of the grace of life.
It say being heirs together. Not one. Not one and a half. Together. Go ahead and finish that, King.
That your prayers be not hindered. Finally,
Now you stay right there. Stop right there. Now look. That say heirs together. That means family. Husband, wife, sister, brother, children. That's all us in this room. Let's just be careful at this time. Let's stay away from the rebellion. We got to fight that because we all do it. And with that, I yield.
I want to say it, man. I gotta say it, man. Hey, when you teach, that's how you teach. All praise to the Most High for Solomon, man. Solomon bringing forth the word. All praise to the Most High.
How much?
Hey, you see that?
Hold on.
All praise to the Most High, man. All praise. He got your back. All praise. Let's go through this last leg, y'all. Last leg. Modern warfare. A lot of people, when they hear about warfare, they think about, the shedding of blood. That's the first thing that come to mind. And things like that. Kyle broke down psychological warfare. It's many different types of warfare, right? We're going to continue a little bit from where we left off last week, right? Let's open up with Psalm 28. Let's open up there. Start at verse 3. All right, read that, brother.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 28 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
Draw me not away with the wicked.
So it says, draw me not away with the wicked. Go ahead.
And with the workers of iniquity.
And with the workers of iniquity. Go ahead.
Which speak peace to their neighbors.
They speak peace to their neighbors.
But mischief
Go ahead.
is in their heart.
It said, but mischief is in their heart, right? They speak in peace, but mischief or evil is in their heart. Go ahead, verse 4.
Give them according to their deeds.
It said, give them according to their deeds.
And according to the wickedness of their endeavors.
It said, and according to the wickedness of their endeavors. Go ahead.
Give them after the work of their hands.
He said, give them after the work of their hands. Go ahead.
Render to them their
Dessert.
Calm
down, baby. We all right. We're going to get through this thing.
All praise.
All right. So it says, render to them their dessert. All right. The point is verse 3, where it says, move that up, Ezra. I want to get all there for a little context, but the point is verse 3. Let me see, scroll that down just a little bit, verse 3. So it says, draw me not away with the wicked and the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Now, last week we was talking a little bit about
the U.S., Israel, and Iran war. We're going to touch on it just a little bit today and talk about certain tactics of war, right? Different ways of warfare. But before we go any further, give me that video, Ezra. So it says they speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their heart. Give me that video. We watched it last week, but we're going to bring it right back up because it's relevant to the lesson. Go up right there. Yep. Put that up there. All right, and whenever you get done and you're ready, go ahead and play it.
We are not asking for a ceasefire. And we don't see any reason why we should negotiate with the US. When we negotiated with them twice, and every time they attacked us at the middle of negotiations. So there is no request for a ceasefire by us, and there is no request for the negotiation with the US from us. No, we are waiting for them.
You were waiting for the U.S. military to invade the ground troops?
Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
All right, stop right there. Now, we played this video last week, right? So they said, man, we don't want to have no negotiation with the United States. We don't want to talk to them. Because the last two times that we talked to them, they attacked us in the middle of negotiations. Hence why we read Psalm 28. It said, man, they'll speak peace, but it's mischief in their heart. So they speak in peace, but the whole time they speak in peace, what they were doing, they were bringing aircraft carriers. They was bringing all kinds of munitions in the area ready to attack them folks. Now, the first thing you might think in your mind is, well, why would they not, if they see the military building up, why would they not attack first? Well, that's a bad warfare tactic, and we'll get to it. Because diplomacy is important when it comes to war, right? Everybody got to understand it. Diplomacy is important, and we'll get to why. Because we're going to lead up and talk to what is the best warfare tactic you can have. All right? So let's go to some diplomacy here. Let's go to the history. Let's go to the Maccabees, 1 Maccabees 12. First Maccabees 12 and start at verse 39. Now remember we said diplomacy is important, right? Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 12 and verse 39.
Go ahead.
Now Tryphon went about to get the king of Asia.
It says Tryphon went about to get the kingdom of Asia. Now you don't know who Tryphon is. This is a general in the Grecian army, right? He was going to go conquer the whole kingdom of Asia, right? Go ahead.
And to kill Antiochus the king.
And to kill Antiochus the king. Now he wanted to overthrow Antiochus because he wanted all the power to himself, right? Just to give you a brief overview of this man right here. He's a Grecian. He's an Edomite, an Idumean, right? Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
That he might set the crown upon his own head.
That he might set the crown upon his own head. Go ahead.
Howbeit, he was afraid that Jonathan would not suffer him.
Now, he was afraid that Jonathan wouldn't suffer him. If you don't know who Jonathan is one of the brothers of the Maccabees, right? He was afraid that Jonathan wasn't going to let him get through. Go ahead.
And that he would fight against him.
So he thought Jonathan was going to come up with his army and fight against him. Go ahead.
Wherefore, he sought a way how to take Jonathan.
Is that he sought a way to take Jonathan. Remember we read in Psalm 28 that the wicked speak peace to his neighbor, but mischief is in his heart. He said, okay, how can I take Jonathan out of this fight? Go ahead.
That he might kill him.
He said that he might kill him. He wanted to kill Jonathan. Go ahead.
So he removed and came to Bethsan.
He came to Bethsan. Go ahead.
Then Jonathan went out to meet him.
He said what now?
Then Jonathan went out to meet with him
Go
with 40,000 men chosen from battle.
So Jonathan grabbed 40,000 men to go confront Tryphon. Go ahead.
And came to Bashan.
And he came to Bashan. Go ahead.
Now when Tryphon saw Jonathan came with so great a force.
When he saw him come out with all of these people, go ahead.
Whoa. Slack it.
Uh-huh. Verse 42.
Nah, the screen had blacked out, Kim.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Tryphon saw that Jonathan came with so great a force.
He saw him come with a great force. He saw Jonathan came with 40,000 men. Go ahead.
He durst not stretch his hand against him.
He durst not stretch his hand against him. Go ahead. So he didn't want to fight against him because he seen that he had 40,000 men with him. Go ahead.
But received him honorably.
But he said, you know what? I ain't going to fight him. He got 40,000 men. Let me receive him honorably, right? Go ahead.
And commended him unto all his friends.
He commended him unto all his friends. Go ahead.
And gave him gifts.
And he gave him gifts. This is what Tryphon did. Go ahead.
And commended his men of war to be obedient unto him as to himself.
So he commanded his men that he sent to give him the gifts. He said, look, be obedient to Jonathan like you be obedient to me. Go ahead.
Unto Jonathan also he said.
What did he say?
Why hast thou brought all this people so great trouble?
Hold up. He says, why hast thou brought all this people to so great trouble? Go ahead.
Seeing there is no war betwixt us.
He said, Jonathan, why you bring all these people? Ain't no war between us. We good. We cool. Go ahead, verse 45.
Verse 45. Therefore, send them now home again.
He said, send them all home, man. There ain't no war between us. This is what he's saying to them. Go ahead.
And choose a few men to wait on thee.
He said, choose a few men to wait on you that'll serve you. Go ahead.
And come thou with me to Ptolemais. For I will give it thee.
So he said, so if you come to Ptolemais, come down here to me. I'm going to give you this land, right? Go ahead.
And the rest of the strongholds and forces.
He said, I'm going to give you all the strongholds and I'm going to give you all the forces. This is what Tryphon is saying. And I'm reading all this, you know, for a little context. We're getting a little history, but we're getting to a point of warfare tactics, right? All right. So he said, I'm going to give you all of this. Read on.
And all that have any charge.
He said, in all these places they got any charge, I'm going to give this to you. Go ahead.
As for me.
He said, as for me, go ahead.
I will return and depart.
So Tryphon said, look, as for me, I'm going to return. I'm going to leave, but just come on down here, man, and meet me over here. Go ahead.
For this is the cause of my coming.
He said, this is the only reason why I came, which he lied. Go ahead, verse 46.
Verse 46. So Jonathan, believing him, did as he bade him.
So Jonathan believed everything that came out of his man's mouth. Go ahead.
And sent away his host.
And he sent away his host. Go ahead.
Who went unto the land of Judea.
Who went into the land of Judea. So he believed him and he went on down there, right? Because guess what? He want to be a diplomat. Now understand something. Jonathan had made a league with the Romans and all this type of stuff too. Like I said, diplomacy is important. Right? Go ahead.
And with himself he retained but 3,000 men.
So he sent everybody back. The 40,000, he sent 37,000 back, and he kept 3,000. Go ahead.
Of whom he sent 2,000 into Galilee, and 1,000 went with him.
So really, the whole 3,000 didn't go. He said, "Look, 37 go back, 2,000 go over here, and 1,000 come with me." Go ahead, verse 48.
Now, as soon as Jonathan entered into Ptolemais,
soon as he entered into Ptolemais, go ahead.
They of Ptolemais shut the gates and took him.
They closed the gate and they took him. Go ahead.
And all them that came with him, they slew with the sword.
So they kept him alive and killed the 1,000 that was with him after he had lied and he just spoke peaceably to him. That's what they did. Go ahead, verse 49. Getting a little history. Go ahead.
Then sent Tryphon and hosts of footmen and horsemen unto Galilee.
So after he done killed 1,000, he done took Jonathan, he done took his footmen and his horsemen. He said, let's go over to Galilee where he sent the other 2,000. Go ahead.
And into the great plain.
And into the great plain. Go ahead.
To destroy all Jonathan's company.
So he wanted to destroy all of Jonathan's company. Go ahead.
But when they knew that Jonathan and they that were with him were taken and slain.
So when they knew Jonathan was taken and the people that was with him was killed, they would.
They encouraged one another.
They encouraged one another. Go ahead.
And went close together.
And they went close together.
Prepared to fight.
Prepared to fight. Go ahead.
They therefore that followed upon them, perceiving that they were ready to fight for their lives, turned back again.
So they were scared. They had to turn back and they left, right? All right, let's move out of 1 Maccabees 12 and let's go to 1 Maccabees 13. Like I said, we getting a little history on what happened, but we getting to a point here. There's different rules to warfare. So now we know that they done took Jonathan and they done killed all his men with him. Let's see what happens next. 1 Maccabees 13, read verse 14.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 13 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
Now when Tryphon knew that Simon was risen up upon Slakia.
Go ahead, swap out verse 10. Yeah. Go ahead and read verse 14.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 13, verse 14.
Go ahead.
Now when Tryphon knew that Simon was risen up instead of his brother Jonathan.
So Simon, he know, okay, Tryphon got my brother. Now Tryphon know that Simon then rose up and took the charge of the army. Go ahead.
And meant to join battle with him.
And meant to join battle with him. Go ahead.
He sent messengers unto him saying.
He sent messengers unto Simon saying what?
Whereas we have Jonathan thy brother in hold.
It says we have Jonathan thy brother in hold. Go ahead.
It is for money that he is owing unto the king's treasure.
Now what we read in 1 Maccabees 12, is that true? No, it ain't true. But he lying to Simon, right? He said, look, man, we got your brother in hold. The reason why we grabbed him because he owed money to the king. This is what he's saying. Go ahead.
Concerning the business that was committed unto him.
He said concerning the business that was committed unto him. Go ahead.
Wherefore, now send 100 talents of silver.
He said, okay, so just send 100 talents of silver. Go ahead.
And 2 of his sons for hostages.
So he said, send this 100 talents of silver, and I want you to take 2 of Jonathan's sons and send it with the money. Go ahead.
That when he is at liberty, he may not revolt from us.
So we know, you send his son, when we let him go, he ain't going to revolt or fight us because his children going to be right there. Go ahead.
And we will let him go.
And we going to let him go. This is what Tryphon said to Jonathan's brother Simon. Now my question to the brothers in here. If you was in that same situation from what we just read, would you oblige to what Tryphon said? Y'all wouldn't? Hold up, pass around the mic. I want to hear, we want to make this a little interactive. Right? We gonna go ahead.
I say like I will consult with the Father first.
You said you're not gonna send the money.
Before I make any move, I'm going to talk to the Father.
That's a good choice, right? To do that. Okay. Pass it along.
I would say Tryphon wouldn't be to be trusted.
Okay. So you saying you wouldn't send him?
I wouldn't.
All right. Who else? 2. We'll get 2 more.
The scriptures say never trust thy enemy.
Okay. Scriptures say never trust thine enemy. Now we talking about warfare here. Now it's tactics to war. Now last one, Cornelius.
I would say because of the diplomacy that's been going on. I'm gonna trust him because I'm trying to get my brother back.
All right. I like what Cornelius said. That was the last one. Get elders get special treatment, y'all. Elders, go ahead.
Thank you for the special treatment. But physically speaking, I would not.
You would not?
I would not.
Okay.
And the reason being, you already got 1.
Okay.
Why am I going to send you money and 2 more hostage?
Right. Okay.
Can I?
Well, that's it. That's it right there. Now, remember, the class is talking about warfare. And there's many tactics when it comes to war. And when it comes to war, you have to make difficult decisions. Even when you know somebody lying to you. And look, he laughed, he like, man, you gonna fight. I know what you're saying, but let's get through it. All right, let's read that verse again, verse 16.
Verse 16, wherefore, now send 100 talents of silver.
He said, man, send 100 talents of silver.
And 2 of his sons.
And I want you to send 2 of his children for hostages. Go ahead.
That when he is at liberty.
When we free him.
He may not revolt from us.
That he don't revolt from us.
And we will let him go.
Read verse 17.
Verse 17. Hereupon Simon, albeit he perceived that they spake deceitfully unto
Stop
him.
right there. Simon perceived. He knew, my these folk lying to me. He know for a fact that they lying. Go ahead.
Yet sent he the money and the children.
He sent the money and the children that he knew they were lying. That's a warfare tactic, family. Because when you go to war, it's something that you need. And it's gonna say it right here. He said, yeah, he sent the money and the children. Go ahead.
Lest peradventure he should procure to himself great hatred of the people.
Unless the people hate him, read.
Who might have said.
Who might have said what?
Because I sent him not the money and the children, therefore is Jonathan dead.
He said, man, I had to, even though I know they lying. I know they lying. I know they gonna kill my brother. But if I do not send him, the people gonna hate me and they ain't gonna fight for me. That's a warfare tactic. When it come to war, you need the support of the army. You need the support of the people. Even when you know somebody is lying. War ain't easy. It's deeper than just bloodshed. It's certain decisions that you got to make to get the mind of the people. And that's hard. He knowing they lying. Go and read verse 49. And guess what? That's the same thing. That's the same thing. Let's transfer that to today. That is the exact same thing that happened with U.S., Israel, Iran. These folks was in what? Negotiations. They said, man, we don't want y'all to have no nukes. Now, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, to build a nuclear weapon, you need 90% enrichment of the uranium. They only had 60%, right? They told the U.S. and Israel, look, we'll give you all the uranium that we got that's enriched to 60%, and we'll only enrich to like 40%. And correct me if I'm wrong if it was a different number, but they said 40%. And not only that, we're gonna let you come in, and we're gonna let you check everything that we doing. So they concede to everything that they want. Even though they know these folks lying, they know they putting aircraft carriers all around them. They still have to do this. Why? You need the people to rally behind you. That's a tactic. This is what Simon did. He said, I'm going to send the money. I'm going to send the children. Go ahead. What verse we at?
49.
I'm sorry. Did I jump all the way to 49? Go back up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We read, I meant to say 19. Go ahead.
Verse 19. So he sent them the children and the 100 talents.
He sent them the children and the 100 talents. Go ahead.
Howbeit, Tryphon dissembled, neither would he let Jonathan go.
You see that he dissembled, he done moved the goalpost. But Simon knew this. He knew they were going to do that. But it was important to do it. Why? You have to understand the greatest warfare tactic is your innocence. Once you innocent, people gonna rally behind you. We gonna prove it. Give me 1 Maccabees chapter 2. Just getting a little bit of Maccabees, and then we gonna move forward. Yep, chapter 2. He already knew, like, man, my brother did, but guess what? I got to do this. 1 Maccabees 2, start at verse 31.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2, and verse 31.
Go ahead.
Now when it was told the king's servants, and the host that was at Jerusalem.
He said, when it was told the king's servant and the host that was at Jerusalem, go ahead.
In the city of David.
In the city of David.
That certain men.
Who
had broken the king's commandment.
Who broke the king's commandment, go ahead.
Were gone down into the secret places in the wilderness.
When they was gone down into the secret places in the wilderness, now we was running down here to keep the Sabbath, right? Because the king's commandment was we couldn't keep none of the Most High's law. So that's why they went in the secret places. Go ahead, verse 32.
Verse 32. They pursued after them a great number.
They pursued after them a great number. Go ahead.
And having overtaken
them, go ahead.
They camped against them.
Go ahead.
And made war against them on the Sabbath day.
They made war against them on the Sabbath day. Go ahead, watch this.
And they said unto them,
What they say?
let that which ye have done hereunto suffice.
He said, let which you have done, let that suffice. The army is telling that to Israel. He said, look, what you done so far, let that be enough. Go ahead.
Come forth.
And come forth. Let that be enough and come forth. Go ahead.
And do according to the commandment of the king.
He said, and do according to the commandment of the king.
And ye shall live.
And you gonna live. Go ahead, verse 34.
But they said,
what they say?
We will not come forth.
We ain't gonna come forth.
Neither will we do the king's commandment.
He said, neither will we do the king's commandment. Go ahead.
To profane the Sabbath day.
We not gonna profane the Sabbath day. Verse 35.
So then they gave them the battle with all speed.
He said they gave them the battle with all speed. They ran down upon them. They rushed on them to go and fight. Go ahead. The other army, rather. Go ahead.
Howbeit, they answered them not.
The people, they answered them not. They ain't say nothing back to them. Go ahead.
Neither cast they a stone at them.
They ain't do as much as pick up a rock, y'all. This is a warfare tactic. They didn't do so much as pick up a rock and throw it back at the army that was coming at them. Go ahead.
Nor stop the places where they lay hid.
It said neither did they stop the places where the army was hiding at. Read verse 37.
But said
what?
Let us die all in our innocency.
He said, let us die all in our innocency. Go ahead.
Heaven and earth will testify for us.
It says heaven and earth will testify for us. Go ahead.
That ye put us to death wrongfully.
That ye put us to death wrongfully. That's a war tactic. You gonna get everybody on your side, heaven and earth, knowing that you didn't do nothing to these folks at all. Let's bring it up to speed to today. U.S. and Israel attacking Iran. The whole world see, man, them folks didn't do nothing to you. You attacked them. Heaven and earth testifying. Give me the definition of testify. I got it in the chat. So it said, man, let us die in our innocency. And if we do that, heaven and earth gonna testify that you killed us wrongfully. Same thing that's going on now. Read that, brother.
The definition of testify means to make a solemn declaration.
So testify means to make a solemn declaration. Go ahead.
Or provide evidence.
Provide evidence. Go ahead.
Usually on the oath in a legal proceeding.
So this talking about, of course, the court systems and stuff like that. But keep going.
Or to serve as witness proof of something.
It says witness or proof of something. So the fact that they didn't even as much as throw a rock at them folk that were coming to them in the wilderness, that was proof that they killed them wrongfully. Go ahead.
It implies affirming a fact, typically through personal knowledge.
It's going to confirm a fact through personal knowledge. Go ahead.
Common synonyms.
Common synonyms of what?
Include bear witness.
It's going to bear witness that y'all killed us and we didn't do nothing to you. Go ahead.
Attest.
It's going to attest to it.
Certify.
It's going to certify to it.
Evidence.
It's going to be evidence for it.
Prove.
It's going to prove.
And show.
And it's going to show. So understand something. Innocence is the greatest warfare tactic you can have. Like we just read in 1 Maccabees 2 and 37. It said, my heaven and earth is going to testify that you did me wrong. Innocence is the best thing you can do when it comes to warfare. Who gonna ride for you if you the aggressor? Who gonna have pity on you if you ain't had no pity? Who gonna have mercy on you when you ain't had no mercy? But if you innocent, when it's time for you to strike back and you hit somebody in the mouth, then guess what? Can't nobody say nothing. They know the other party started it. Christ was innocent. Well, when he come back, he ain't going to meet them as a man. That's right. But guess what? When they came up against him being innocent, heaven and earth testified. Matthew 27. Uh, 27, Salaki. Verse 39.
The book of Matthew, chapter 27, in verse 39.
Go ahead.
And they that passed by, reviled him.
He said those that passed by, they reviled him as he hanging up on the cross. Go ahead.
Wagging their heads.
They wagging their heads. Go ahead.
And saying
what?
Thou that destroyest the temple.
He said, thou that destroys the temple, go ahead.
And buildest it in 3 days.
And build it in 3 days.
Save thyself.
Save yourself. They mocking. Go ahead.
If thou be the Son of God.
If you be the Son of God,
come down from the cross.
Come down from the cross. Go ahead, 41.
Likewise, also the chief priests mocking him.
They mocking him, go ahead.
With the scribes and elders.
With the scribes and elders, go ahead. Said what?
He saved others.
He saved other people.
Himself he cannot save.
Himself he can't even save. Go ahead.
If he be the king of Israel.
If he be the king of Israel, go ahead.
Let him now come down from the cross.
Let him come down from the cross.
And we will believe him.
It said, and we gonna believe him. We gonna testify then if he do that. Go ahead.
He trusted in God.
He trusted in God.
Let him deliver him now.
Let God deliver him now then.
If he will have him.
If he will have him.
For he said. I am the Son of God.
He the one claiming that he the Son of God. Let God save him then. This is what they saying. Go ahead, verse 44.
The thieves also.
He said the thieves also.
Which were crucified with him.
That was crucified with him.
Cast the same in his teeth.
The same one they were mocking too. Go ahead, verse 45.
Now, from the 6th hour, there was darkness over all the land unto the 9th hour.
It was darkness over the whole land for 3 hours, from the 6th hour to the 9th hour. Go ahead, verse 46.
Verse 46. And about the 9th hour,
Jesus. Now do your best on this. You probably got it, though. You heard it 1,000 times. You probably got it. But say about the 9th hour, go ahead.
About the 9th hour, Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying,
what did he say?
Elahi, Elahi, lama sabachthani.
That boy a Palestinian over there. That man, well, that boy Iranian over there, man. Well, he supposed to be over there. That boy said, Allahi, Alama. I'm messing with you too. All praise the Most High, because I ain't gonna try. You did good, because I ain't gonna even try it, brother. I ain't gonna try it. Just tell us what it means.
That is to say.
It is to say what?
My God, my God.
My God, my God.
Why hast thou forsaken me?
He said, why have you forsaken me? Now, this verse right here, as a side note, family, this is a token to show you that Christ came in the flesh. Those same feelings that you had, those doubts that you feeling like, man, the Most High left me hanging and all these different things, Christ felt the same thing. Right. We have to understand that. That's why I say it behooved him to be made like his brothers. He felt all the stuff that you felt. All the temptation that you had, he had them too. Go ahead, bro.
I want to ask, because I actually had that, I didn't have that precept, but I was going to pull when he was in the garden showing you that even Christ dealt with that psychological mentality, right? And he was worrying about the things that he seen. He was worried about those things. But what gave him comfort was to know that the Most High God is able, and he was with him, right? There's a lot of things that we as a people can face. There's a lot of things that we can face in our life that we can get the victory. And brother, pay attention, brothers. We can get the victory through a lot of situations, but we have to believe and know that the Most High God is God and he's on our side. So what King is bringing out, we really have to get there what he's saying. This is the key. That's why when you weak, you say what? Because he with us. As long as he with us, we can face anything. Go ahead.
No, you're all right, King. All praise to the Most High. But this is why Christ could be that merciful high priest, because he felt all the things that you felt, or feel rather. He know what you're going through. He know if you might be a little nervous or worried about something, because he was too. He prayed 3 times to let it pass from him. Understand that. He don't act like Christ don't know what you're going through. He know exactly what you're going through. Right? But go ahead, verse 47.
Verse 47. Some of them that stood there, when they heard that, said, this man calleth for Elias.
They said, he calling for Elias. They didn't understand what he said either. They were like, he said, Elihu. I'm just messing with you. Elihu. Who? No. All right, verse 48. Go ahead and read that.
And straightway one of them ran. And took a sponge.
And they took a sponge, go ahead.
And filled it with vinegar.
And they filled it with vinegar, go ahead.
And put it on a reed.
They put it on a reed, go ahead.
And gave him to drink.
And they gave it to him to drink, go ahead.
The rest said,
what they say?
Let be. Let us see.
He said, let us see.
Whether Elias will come to save him.
Let us see whether Elias will come to save him. Go ahead, verse 50.
Jesus, when he had cried again with a loud voice.
When he cried again with a loud voice.
Yielded up the ghost.
He yielded up the ghost. At that moment, when he yielded up the ghost, innocent blood was shed. Now, I read all of this to get to this point right here. When we read 1 Maccabees 2, what did they say would happen once they died in their innocence? To make sure everybody was paying attention, because I know a lot of movement, a lot of noise. What will happen? Get the mic.
Heaven and earth will testify.
Said heaven and earth is going to testify for you. That is the greatest war tactic you can have in your life, is being innocent. It says once he gave up the ghost, read verse 51.
And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom.
The veil of the temple was rent from the top to the bottom.
And the earth did quake. And the rocks rent.
And the rocks rent. This is heaven and earth testifying right here. Go ahead, verse 50.
And the graves were open.
And the graves was open.
And many bodies of the saints which slept arose.
That's what we talked about earlier. We're going to talk about in class. Many bodies of the saints that slept, they arose. Go ahead.
And came out of the graves after his resurrection.
They came out of the graves after his resurrection. Go ahead.
And went into the holy city.
And they went into the holy city.
And appeared unto many.
And they appeared unto many. Did they come from heaven? Come on. They came from heaven. It's testifying, man. Hey, man. This the Son of God right here. This the heaven. This the heaven testifying. Now read verse 54.
Now, when the centurion.
Is the centurion a man? What is man made of? Flesh and what else?
And blood.
And blood. And what, say that again, Nate. Spirit. Give him a mic. They can't hear you on this camera. Come on. Now give him that mic.
Earth and ashes.
It says earth and ashes. So heaven been testified. They call earthquakes. The temple to rent from the top to the bottom. My people that were dead done woke up and started showing themselves to all these people. Heaven testifying. Now the centurion, which is a man, which is earth and ashes, what he do? Go ahead.
And they that were with him.
So not just him, everybody that was with him, all those men, those earth and ashes right there.
Watching Jesus.
Watched and saw Jesus. Go ahead.
Saw the
earthquake.
And those things that were done.
They
feared greatly.
They did what?
They feared greatly.
They feared greatly.
They feared greatly.
Saying what?
Truly, this was the Son of God.
Heaven is testifying that, hey, that man on that cross is the Son of God. Earth, which is us, men, testifying, hey, that's the Son of God right there. So when you die in innocence, when you innocent on anything, heaven and earth gonna testify, hey man, he ain't do nothing wrong. Pilate said, hey man, I don't see no wrong in him. This man innocent. That's your biggest warfare tactic. Being innocent, keeping your hands clean. Don't do no sin. Your biggest warfare tactic. I don't care. You can be the most skilled strategist. Ain't none of that gonna be innocence. None of it. At all, because heaven and earth gonna testify for somebody that ain't did nothing. Give me John 5. It's gonna testify for them and it's gonna testify against those that did something. Now understand something. The price of innocence is high, but the price of guilt is even higher. John 5 and 45. Look at what Christ said to the Pharisees.
The book of John, the book of St. John, chapter 5, verse 45. Do not think that I will accuse you to the Father.
Christ said, don't think I'm going to accuse you to the Father.
There is one that accuses
There's
you.
one that's going to accuse you.
Even Moses.
Moses is a man, earth and ashes. Earth. Earth's going to accuse you. Go ahead.
In whom ye trust.
In whom ye trust. Keep reading.
For had ye believed Moses.
Had you believed Moses, this earth and ashes man right here, go ahead.
Ye would have believed me.
You would have believed me. Go ahead.
For he wrote of me.
Because he wrote of me. Go ahead.
But if ye believe not his writings.
What was his writings? Where it come from? God, but where it come from? Heaven. Heaven and earth, Moses, gonna testify against you. That's gonna accuse you. Go ahead.
But if ye believe not his writings.
If you didn't believe his writings,
how shall ye believe my words?
You ain't gonna believe my words. So the fact that he innocent, heaven and earth is gonna testify. Innocence is your warfare, family. That's your warfare. Going back to Babylon, give me Isaiah 14. Going back to Babylon. I'm going back, because I'm going back to Babylon. Now, Sister Ruth had a song called Babylon. I love this song. What was funny to me, though, when they did the song, the producer of the song, the engineer, they had it emailed to everybody, Shakar and his wife. It's just a little joke. That boy didn't know how to spell Babylon. That boy spelled baby line. I mean, like, boy, what? Hey, somebody help him out, man. Want to put a baby line in it, bro. It's Babylon, brother. Going back to Babylon, man. Or baby line. That baby line right there. Isaiah 14, read verse 4. Okay. Show you, man, look. Heaven and earth testify against the wicked for the innocent. Read verse 4.
The book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
He said, take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. Now, we read this part last week, but we didn't read a little bit further down. Go ahead.
And say
what?
How hath the oppressor ceased?
How hath the oppressor ceased? Go ahead.
The golden city ceased.
How has the golden city ceased? Go ahead, verse 5.
The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked.
The Most High had broken the staff of the wicked. Go ahead.
And the scepter of the rulers.
And the scepter of the rulers. Go ahead, verse 6.
He who smote the people in wrath.
He that smote the people in wrath.
With a continual stroke.
With a continual stroke. We talked about last week on how these folks had these forever wars. They smote the people with wrath with a continual stroke, non-stop, would not stop. Go ahead.
He that ruled the nations in anger.
He that ruled the nations in anger
is persecuted.
Oh, he persecuted.
Is persecuted.
How you get persecuted? Some got to testify against you. Some got to witness against you. He persecuted.
And none
hindered their persecution. Why? Jump down to verse 9. Watch this. Now we said heaven and earth gonna testify. Read.
Verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
It said hell from beneath is moved. It's talking about the grave, right? It say hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. And we're going to talk about what that means here in a second. Go ahead.
It stirreth up the dead for thee.
It stirred up the dead for you, Babylon. Go ahead.
Even all the chief ones of the earth.
Even all the chief ones of the earth. Go ahead.
It had raised up from their thrones. From their thrones, all the kings of the nations.
It raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nation. We said heaven and earth going to testify, right? Give me that in the NIV. I put in the chat. You know, he said what? Man, the price of innocency is high, but the price of guilt is even higher. Read that, Isaiah 14 and 9, the NIV.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 9 in the NIV. The realm of the dead below is all astir to meet you at your coming.
It says the realm of the dead below is all astir to meet you at your coming. They in an uproar, ready to meet Babylon. Read on.
It rouses the spirits of the departed to greet you.
The spirits of the departed is ready to greet you. Revelation 19 is ready to meet you. Heaven and earth testify, oh yeah, it's your turn. Go ahead.
All those who are leaders in the world.
Everybody that was leaders in the world. All the people that you killed when they were trying to speak peaceably to you, they what?
It makes them rise from their thrones.
It makes them rise from their thrones. And all those that were leaders in the world, it makes them rise from their thrones. Go ahead.
All those who were kings over the nation.
All those that was kings over the nation. My heaven and earth ready to meet them. Go back to Isaiah 14. We read verse 9. Let me see verse 10. We want that? Yeah, go ahead and read verse 10.
The book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
In the KJV.
Uh-huh.
All they shall speak and say unto thee.
All of them gonna speak and say unto you what?
Art thou also become weak as we?
Oh, you weak like us now, ain't it? When Babylon fall, because Babylon surely gonna fall. You weak just like us now. Go ahead.
Art thou become like unto us?
Aren't thou? You came just like us now. You had all the power and all the strength. Now you don't. Go ahead and read verse 11. Do I want that? Yeah, read that.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
All your pride and all your loftiness is brought down to the grave now. Go ahead.
And the noise of thy vows.
And the noise of thy vows. Go ahead.
The worm is spread under thee.
The worm is spread under thee. Go ahead.
And the worms cover thee.
Meaning you dead. You got the worm eating you up now, eating your flesh. What would you say, Nate? I ain't stuck you. All right, give me Revelation 17. Now remember, when somebody do something to you and you ain't did nothing to them, man, people gonna rally behind you, man. A lot of people is rallying behind these Iranians. If you watching and paying attention, a lot of people condemning the stuff that U.S. and Israel is doing, right? You say what now? Right, even their own soldiers. We watched the video last week, man. The dude was like, "No, man, nobody want to fight for them," right? Revelation 17, read verse 15.
The book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 15.
Uh-huh.
And he said unto me,
what did he say?
The waters which thou sawest.
He said, the waters that you saw, go ahead.
Where the horse sitteth.
Where the horse sitteth, go ahead.
Are peoples.
It's peoples.
And multitudes.
And multitudes.
And nations.
And nations.
And tongues.
And tongues, go ahead.
And the 10 horns.
He said, and the 10 horns. Now, according to a lot of Israelite teachings, those 10 horns will be associated with the European Union, those top European Union nations. That's the 10 horns, right? I'm not here to, confirm or deny or debate that today, but I'm just telling you what the Israelite understanding of that is. The 10 horns are the top European Union nations. Go ahead.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast.
He said the 10 horns that you saw on the beast, go ahead.
These shall hate the whore.
He said they gonna hate the whore.
These shall hate the whore.
They gonna hate the whore.
And shall make her desolate.
And they gonna make her desolate.
And naked.
And naked, go ahead.
And shall eat her flesh.
They gonna eat her flesh.
And shall eat her flesh.
Uh-huh.
And burn her with fire.
And burn her with fire, meaning all these nations gonna end up turning on them. Now remember, we said heaven and earth is gonna testify. Give me the video. Give me that video to show that all these nations like, nah, we ain't getting in there. They saying we ain't helping. Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
I want to say a question, a statement. Kim Jong-un, if anybody's seen North Korea, came out and he was like, hey, look, even though Iran don't got nukes, I don't like what y'all doing to them. Guess what? We got nukes over here in North Korea, and we on their side. That's what Kim Jong-un had came out publicly.
But why? Why? Because they saw that, man, the whole act was illegal. The whole thing was illegal to just hit these folks, man. They ain't so much as throw a rock at you. It was playing, right? Give me the Mini-Mar 24 and 20. I'm going to start off with the part where P. Hess said, man, I'm going to show you these folks real stupid, man. 24 and 20. No, this is something different. That was fine, right? You start right there. That's fine. All right, watch this.
We lied about it. I didn't lie about it. Trump lied about it immediately. Red heifer vibes. And now it's getting real all of a sudden because that matters, okay? At the end of the day, the commodities matter. And Pete Hegseth gets pressed on this, and he had a remarkable response, okay? Hey, that's straight. It's pretty important, Pete. What's your plan here? What's going on here? They're saying they're just shutting this down.
So I'm gonna fill y'all in because some people might not know what she's talking about. You might have heard her say the straight. What is she? Who know what she's talking about when she said the straight? Just to make sure brothers and sisters be watching and paying attention to what's going on throughout the week. Everybody looking confounded on that one. The straight of her muse. So family, please pay attention to this stuff because it got a lot to do with what's gonna be happening in your day-to-day life. The straight of her muse is what's gonna control, or rather already controlling, the price of gas. 20% of the world's gas come from this spot, right? And not only that, a large percentage, I don't want to lie about the percentage of this, a large percentage of fertilizer come through there. Meaning what? This help your food grow. So it's going to be food shortages over here. And everything is affected by this Strait of Hormuz. But Iran has blocked it off. Why? Because they were attacked. Right? So that's what she's talking about. She said the Strait of Hormuz is important. Now look at what this man Pete Hegseth gonna say about this. Play the video.
Pete with a highly intellectual grasp on how we got here and what we can do going forward. Take a listen.
The only thing prohibiting transit in the Straits right now is Iran shooting at shipping. It is open for transit should Iran not do that.
Oh. So it will be open if Iran didn't do that. They weren't shooting.
Now you see how real quick. Now you see how dumb this man is. He said, "Oh, it'll be open if Iran just didn't shoot at it." This who leading the armies right now. But he ain't the point of this video. I just wanted to show y'all that. But we talking about the 10 horns, right? Countries within the European Union. Keep on playing the video, Israel.
If our actions didn't have any consequences, everything will be fine. Everything would be fine if we didn't start all of this drama. So that's what you need to realize is the issue is Iran responding to the illegal war that we started. Not the illegal war that we started on its face, but the way Iran is responding to it. That's problematic. Yeah, this is a global catastrophe now, so much so, like I said, Trump is now demanding ground troops that he doesn't have, okay? We don't have the men for this because we don't have the desire for this. The desire has to be with the men. The desire first, the men will follow. And we told him this. We were honest. The reason we elected you was because we wanted peace. We wanted an end to never-ending Middle Eastern conflict. But he decided not to listen. There is no appetite for this war anywhere. So Trump is now reduced to going around and asking or demanding other countries to get involved. And here is how the world is responding. And the reason they're responding is because of that choke point. Okay? That choke point in the Middle East. They're like, we're going to need that, actually. Germany, here, we'll just put this together for you, said, this is not our war. We did not start it. We want diplomatic solutions.
Y'all see the European Union right there, right? Look at what all these are European Union countries and NATO members and allies. Look at what they saying against America. Go ahead and play it. Hold on, go ahead.
Also, there's a video about 2 or 3 weeks ago where Trump got mad at Spain.
Yeah, he got mad.
And he said, man, you don't want to use your Air Force. He said, we'll come in and we'll do it anyway. That's what's going to make the European Union, these United Nations, going to hate them. Now, watch this. That last beast is the feet, right? It's partially mixed with iron and clay. It wanted so badly to be united. It can't do it. You have not the United States, you got the divided states. You got Israel, don't believe in Christ, or those Israelis over there, who John Hagin, the pastor, said that those Jews, they don't need the Messiah. they got God. But the Bible says he who denies the Son have not the Father. Then you got the Christian nationalism, or the white folk who believe in this white Jesus is being convinced, these white soldiers being convinced to go on the behalf of these non-believers to go and fight on their behalf. It's going to get real ugly. And then, here's the biggest part right here. 4th of July, it'll be the anniversary of America for 250 years. And when you look at the number of 250, it goes back to the rebellion of Korah in Numbers. And if you know anything about that, it was divine justice, and the ground opened up. It was 250 leaders of Israel who said, you know what? Let us come together. We're going against Moses. Moses was innocent, and the earth testified. It opened up and swallowed hundreds of thousands of our people into the ground. And then, watch this, it closed back up.
Heaven and earth gonna testify. You got to be innocent. Go ahead and play the rest of it.
A swift end to the conflict, but sending more warships to the region will likely not help achieve that. That's a strong no. The EU says it is in our interest to keep the Strait of Hormuz open, and that's why we are also discussing what we can do in this regard. Britain writes, while taking the necessary action to defend ourselves and our allies, we will not be drawn into the wider war. Okay. Australia writes, Australia does not intend to send ships into the Strait of Hormuz. We know how incredibly important that is, but that's not something that we've been asked or that we're contributing to. Japan writes, we have not made any decisions whatsoever about dispatching escort ships. We are continuing to examine what Japan can do independently and what can be done within the legal framework. China, the recent tense situation in the strait and the waters nearby has impacted the route for international goods and energy trade, disrupting peace and stability in the region and beyond. China once again calls on parties to immediately stop military operations, avoid further escalation of the tense situation, and prevent regional turmoil from further impacting the global economy. Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni on Wednesday, and she's a friend of Trump, delivered her strongest criticism of the U.S.-Israeli war on Iran, describing it as part of a growing and dangerous trend of interventions that sit outside the scope of international law.
Stop right there.
This is illegal, is what...
Italy, one of the best friends of America, strongly said, hey man, this is a dangerous trend. Y'all keep on intervening with stuff. They hating her. They hating this whore. Keep going.
She's saying this is illegal. Spain says Spain will never accept any stopgap measures because the objective must be for the war to end and for it to end now. South Korea will continue to communicate closely with the U.S. while carefully reviewing the situation before making a decision. And the most hopeful message came out of France, which in and of itself is not very hopeful because the country despises him. Okay? They hate Emmanuel Macron and his husband. That's the reality in France. They hate him. So nobody cares what he says. He's just saying what the Rothschilds told him to say because the Rothschilds are Israel, they created Israel, and they created Emmanuel Macron.
That's it. That's all we need.
So
I'm showing you through this video all of these countries. Many of them are EU and NATO countries. They hate America. They hate them. They said, no, we ain't getting in there. All right, drop that. Give me Jeremiah 50. And I got one more after that, and we're going to close it out. It's finna be bad, man. It's finna be bad. Yeah, you saw this. He threw some shit. He said, ain't nobody listening to Emmanuel Macron and his husband. You called them. If you've been following them, you already know what that means. Jeremiah 50 and 41, that was some shades he threw. Read Jeremiah 50, verse 41.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 41.
Go ahead.
Behold, a people shall come from the north.
He said, a people gonna come from the north?
And a great nation.
A great nation?
And many kings.
No, just one king.
And many kings.
Many nations, many kings. Go ahead.
Shall be raised up from the coast of the earth.
They're going to be raised up from the coast of the earth. Go ahead, verse 42.
They shall hold the bow and the lance.
They're going to hold the bow and the lance. Go ahead.
They are cruel.
They are cruel.
And will not show mercy.
They not going to show mercy. Go ahead.
Their voice shall roar like the sea.
Their voice going to roar like the sea. Go ahead.
And they shall ride upon horses.
They're going to ride upon horses.
Everyone put in array.
Everyone put in array.
Like a man to the battle.
Like a man to the battle.
Against thee.
against thee. Who is that thee?
O daughter of Babylon.
The daughter of Babylon.
O daughter of Babylon.
Go ahead. Matter of fact, jump down to verse 46.
Verse 46. At the noise of the taking of Babylon.
It says, at the noise of the taking of Babylon,
the earth is moved.
The what?
The earth is moved.
The earth testifying. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth gonna be moved. Go ahead.
And the cry is heard among the nations.
The cry gonna be heard among all the nations. Drop that last one, Revelation 15. The earth got a testimony, the heaven got one too. Like we read today in Wisdom of Solomon, man, the Most High gonna do some things out here, and you gonna know that it was him. Revelation 15, read verse 5. Go ahead.
The book of Revelation, chapter 15, and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
And after that I looked.
After that I looked.
And behold.
And behold.
The temple of the tabernacle of the testimony in heaven was open.
The testimony in where?
In heaven.
They witnessing. The testimony in heaven was open. Go ahead.
And the 7 angels came out of the temple.
They came out of the temple.
Having the 7 plagues.
They having the 7 plagues. Go ahead.
Clothed in pure and white linen.
They going to be clothed in pure and white linen, those angels. Go ahead.
And having their breasts girded with golden girdles.
And having their breasts girded with golden girdles. Go ahead, verse 7.
And one of the 4 beasts gave unto the 7 angels.
It says one of the 4 beasts gave unto the 7 angels. You can read about the 4 beasts. I believe it's Revelation 4. Right? We said they gave unto one of the 7 angels. Go ahead.
7 golden vials.
7 golden vials.
Full of the wrath of God.
You see that? Full of the wrath of the Most High. Go ahead.
Who liveth forever and ever.
Who liveth forever and ever. Go ahead.
And the temple was filled with smoke.
And the temple was filled with smoke. Go ahead.
From the glory of God.
From the glory of the Most High.
And from his power.
And from his power. Go ahead.
And no man was able to enter into the temple.
Ain't nobody going to be able to enter into the temple till what?
Till the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were fulfilled.
Until them 7 plagues are fulfilled, the heaven and earth going to testify. Your biggest warfare tactic is to remain innocent. And with that, I yield our praise to the Most High.
All praises. Remaining innocent. This is for everybody
Praise to the Most High.
that have heard the word of the Most High God. And I just want to quote this. This is Luke 16, verse 27. Then the rich man, this is NLT, then the rich man said, please, Father Abraham, at least send him to my father's home, for I have 5 brothers. This is the rich man in hell. And I want him to warn them so that they won't end up in this place of torment. But Abraham said, Moses and the prophets have warned them. Your brothers can read what they wrote. The rich man replied, no, Father Abraham, but if someone is sent to them from the dead, then they will repent of their sins and turn to God. But Abraham said they won't listen to Moses and the prophets. They won't listen even if someone rises from the dead. Real quick, one last one, Matthew 7:21. Give me that real quick, Ezra. Matthew 7:21 NLT. As what Malachi brought out, as I brought out, and as Solomon brought out, let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Keep God, fear God, and keep his commandment. Read that verse. No, I'll read it. It says
I got it.
Go ahead, read it.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 21 in the NLT.
Go ahead.
Not everyone who calls out to me, Lord, Lord, will enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Go ahead.
Only those who actually do the will of my Father in heaven will enter. On judgment day, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, we prophesied in your name. Move up a little bit, Ezra. We prophesied in your name and cast out demons in your name and performed many miracles in your name. But I will reply, I never knew you. Get away from me, you who break God's laws.
So I really wanted everybody to understand that what we brought out, it goes right to this. We got to keep the commandments now. And if you don't know what the commandments is, open the Bible up and read it. Find out what the commandments of God are. We got one time, we got one chance to do this. One. After this, it's the judgment. Don't spend your whole life worrying about somebody else. You get yourself together. Because when you stand before the Most High, oh my, bruh, it scares me even thinking about it. I understand when Sam Cooke said, I don't want to go up there, I don't know what's up there. But yeah, we all have to leave here. We all have to leave here one day, and you're going to stand before the power, and we got to make sure we correct. Amen? Amen. We thank everybody for logging in, for staying in it. Keeping up with the rest of the class, staying with the rest of the class. We're going to celebrate. Happy New Year again to you. Those who are at home and online, we bless you. Until next time, we say Shabbat Shalom. All praise.
Shalom.
Let us know, King, when we offline, Ezra.